The problem was I married a playboy. I married what I thought was going to be a union in which it was going to be what we wanted it to be. Somehow within that relationship, I lost my husband to Dwayne Martin, and they became better friends than what me and my husband did, and I couldn't understand that for the love of God. I got proof. You know,
what kind of proof?
My butler called and said, Mr. Martin is in the guest house and he's coming to the big house. And I thought that was disrespectful to even be in the guest house.
So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
Lisa Raye is out here spilling tea that no one saw coming. Allegations of SA involving Will Smith and Dwayne Martin.
Are you gripping when she's gobble, squabble, swabble, giving the bop, bop, do ya, bop.
Word on the street is that some young artists might have been caught in a twisted situation, and it's not looking good for the A-listers involved.
I heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne? Oh.
Is this just gossip, or are we about to witness one of Hollywood's biggest scandals blow up? Will the truth finally come out, or will these stars manage to sweep it all under the rug? Stay tuned, because things are about to get messy. In the flashy world of celebrity drama, few stories grab attention like the wild saga of Lisa Raye McCoy, Dwayne Martin, and the messy connections between them. Lisa Raye, best known for her role in The Players Club, recently stirred things up with explosive claims about the downfall of her marriage. According to her, Dwayne Martin was at the center of it, and somehow Will Smith is caught up in the blame too. So what exactly did Lisa Raye say? She went on the Wendy Williams show to double down on what she had already revealed on TV1 Uncensored. Basically, she blamed Dwayne Martin for being the main reason her marriage to Michael McKissick fell apart.
Somehow within that relationship, I lost my husband to Dwayne Martin, and they became better friends than what me and my husband did, and I couldn't understand that for the love of God.
In that interview, Lisa Raye also claimed that Dwayne Martin would introduce her husband to several women from her inner circle in the industry. She said he was blatantly disrespectful to her marriage, playing a big part in tearing their relationship apart.
The problem was I married a playboy.
After Lisa Raye's interview with Wendy Williams, people couldn't help but feel like she was holding back. Some started speculating that there might have been more to her ex's relationship with Dwayne Martin than she was willing to admit. And here's where things get even messier. This isn't the first time Dwayne has been rumored to be unusually close to a married man. For years, there have been whispers that Dwayne was introduced to same-sex relationships by none other than his longtime friend, Will Smith. The two first crossed paths back in 1993 when Dwayne appeared in an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air called It's Better to Have Loved and Lost It. From there, they formed a bond that's lasted for over 30 years. The two actors, Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, were often seen together over the years, sharing the spotlight in photos and enjoying each other's company. As both gained fame in Hollywood, their close bond fueled rumors of an ongoing bromance, with fans speculating that there might be something romantic between them. Adding fuel to the fire, Will Smith's boundary-pushing behavior with other men has long been a topic of discussion. In 1993, Smith played a gay con artist in 6 Degrees of Separation, coincidentally around the same time he met Dwayne Martin. This only intensified the speculation about Smith's S, with many fans convinced that something more than friendship was happening behind the scenes. Both Will and Dwayne denied the rumors, and their marriages at the time helped quiet things down. Will married Sherry Zampino in 1992, though they divorced in 1995 before he wed Jada Pinkett in 1997. Meanwhile, Dwayne tied the knot with Martin actress Tisha Campbell in 1996. Tisha Campbell revealed a surprising moment when Dwayne Martin asked her in the middle of the night if she wanted to go to Denny's.
Denny's?
Oh man, it was a hard day at work. I'm really tired, but okay, I'll go with you.
Tisha described Denny's as a pretty wild place, filled with pimps and ladies of the night. Out of nowhere, Dwayne dropped to one knee and proposed to her, asking if she would be his friend forever. Tisha recalled that the women in the restaurant were yelling, upset that Dwayne was proposing in the middle of Denny's, but despite the chaos, she said yes. And in August 1996, Tisha married the man of her dreams, or maybe nightmares. However, in court documents, she later claimed that Dwayne became physically, mentally, and emotionally abusive soon after they tied the knot. She kept the details of the altercations hidden from most of her family, friends, and the public. Just 3 months after their wedding, Martin Season 5 kicked off. And by that point, Tisha said things with Dwayne were spiraling out of control. She pleaded with the writers to stop writing scenes where she and Martin were in bed together, but they continued to create those bedroom moments. Some fans think that Dwayne's jealousy over Tisha and Martin's on-screen chemistry led her to alter the dynamics of their characters to maintain peace at home. But, of course, none of this has ever been confirmed. But still think of it, why would he be jealous of Martin? That's when people started to speculate about his SO. And according to them, it is natural for him to get attached to Will. She took to Instagram to share an image regarding this matter. In her post, Tisha pointed out that the truth always comes out in the end, no matter how many times someone lies. This prompted one of her devotees to reply, "Thank you, even though they lie in the end." In response to this person, Tisha said, "And you're right, they will lie till the end. The real kiki is people will stop believing them." Tisha's decision to type Will in all caps raised suspicions that she might be indirectly referencing Will and Jada in her post. Many quickly assumed that this could imply an alleged affair between Will and Tisha's former spouse, Dwayne Martin, who also happens to be a close friend of the Gemini Man actor.
Tisha had like a real violent relationship.
And Dwayne's hi, honey.
Hey, y'all about to get her beat with a bag of oranges.
According to Star's claims, Will and Dwayne have been on quite a few vacations together, hitting up hotspots like Las Vegas and Miami, with even some whispers about a private cruise in Trinidad. Meanwhile, Tisha and Jada were reportedly left at home while the guys were living it up. An eyewitness shared that the two were spotted sharing a meal at a Caribbean restaurant, making it pretty clear that they rolled in and out together. And it seems Jada isn't exactly thrilled about Will's fun getaways with Dwayne. She reportedly feels pretty sidelined and disapproves of him jet-setting off without her.
The only one that saw this, watch Will. Titty grab. Then he grabs his Will is Carlton on television. Titty grab again, then the face, and now he's gonna grab his titty.
According to claims made by Star, Will and Dwayne have taken quite a few vacations together, with trips to hotspots like Las Vegas and Miami, and even rumors of a private cruise in Trinidad. During these excursions, Tisha and Jada reportedly stayed home. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the two were seen dining at a Caribbean restaurant, making it clear they arrived and left together. Additionally, sources indicate that Jada is not pleased with Will's indulgence in lavish getaways with Dwayne, feeling sidelined and left behind while he enjoys these trips. But the rumors never really went away. In 2013, questions about Will's S resurfaced after Jada Pinkett gave a cryptic answer during a candid interview with a popular tabloid, reigniting public curiosity. Around this time, rumors swirled about trouble in paradise for Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, with many speculating that a divorce might be on the horizon. But, as anyone who follows the couple knows, they managed to weather the storm, only for divorce rumors to resurface again 9 years later. During the infamous interview, Jada was hit with a tough question about whether Will might be into men. Her response was a bit vague, adding more fuel to the gossip. Jada explained that she always encourages Will to be his authentic self, saying that as long as he's happy with who he sees in the mirror, he should feel free to live that truth. However, she emphasized that her role is to act as his partner, while it's ultimately up to him to decide who he wants to be. And as you saw how Will, Dwayne, and Jada were close back in the day, this led people to believe that these three might have worked together in exploiting young artists' careers. In the video, Orlando's waving a K around, shouting into the camera, and even claiming that he's actually Will Smith's son. He goes as far as to accuse Will of alting his own children. It's all pretty chaotic, with the constant yelling and cursing, making it tough to understand everything he's saying.
He's tripping, bro. That be on some other my like straight the up. What are you talking about? You as a kid, you as a kid, and you raped all my kids, and you still.
In the video, Orlando also claims he's the real Blanket Jackson, the youngest son of the late Michael Jackson. He says his whole family was wronged by him.
Trent, I'm your long-lost son, Trent. I'm Trent, aka Blanket Jackson.
Fans watching were quick to tell Orlando to seek medical help, saying he looked mentally disturbed. On the other hand, others are starting to wonder if he might actually be telling the truth, given the entertainment industry's shady reputation behind the scenes. Well, everyone knows Orlando's infamous for saying some wild stuff in interviews, so it's no surprise people are questioning his credibility. Skeptics are out here saying he can't be trusted because of his erratic behavior and all that, but what if just for a second, we entertain the idea that maybe he's actually speaking the truth?
Real Will Smith. What are you talking about? Where's your mind at, man?
Apparently, the mainstream media has been super quiet about the whole situation, which definitely raises some eyebrows. Could it be because Will Smith is such a beloved actor and nobody wants to believe he's capable of anything so grimy? Or is there something darker going on behind the scenes, like hush money and powerful PR moves? But some fans are really riding hard for Orlando, saying he's telling the truth. One fan even said, "Ain't no one gonna speak about being R as a child if it never happened. My God, bring this man peace and strength." Another one added, "Orlando Brown is telling the truth. He just acts crazy to play it off. Child actors go through a lot in Hollywood." And one more was like, "If you never been R as a child, you won't understand why he can't control himself when he goes back in his memory. When he says, 'I'm Trent' or Trick," that's what they called him when M him and he knows they know. I've been M. Orlando isn't the first to call out Will Smith for shady stuff. Rumors have been swirling for years, dragging both Will and Jada into the mix. Remember those weird parties Will and Jada were hosting? The ones where younger dudes were seen leaving in a rush? Jaguar Wright spilled the tea, claiming she witnessed some wild things going down at their place during these so-called mentorship sessions. Will and Jada have always tried to put on this front like they're the perfect couple, but behind closed doors, it's been a total mess.
Who the believe that real by any means with all of that?
But some people think that they did this with the help of Diddy. Rumor has it that something might be brewing between Will and Diddy. Yeah, you heard that right. People are dropping hints that they're keeping things on the down low. And if you know Diddy, he's supposedly the mastermind behind a lot of the shady stuff happening in the industry. Wherever there's an underground freak-off going down, Diddy's right there. And apparently, Will has been spotted right next to him.
Because I would remember watching him come out of, one of my young boys' cribs. But then he would go and he would for my young boy and let my young boy use the Maserati.
Diddy and the Fresh Prince himself allegedly throwing these undercover gay parties. And guess who spilled the tea? Diddy's own security team. But hold up, what's the deal with Jada? If all of this is true, why is she still riding with Will? Is it for fame? You've got industry insiders dishing more dirt. Alexis Arquette even called him out, saying Jada's just a cover-up while Will's out there living his truth. She wrote, "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him, servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." Will threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation when he was required by the scene to kiss Anthony Rapp. He persuaded the director to shoot the back of his head in frame. Arquette said Will's demands to make changes in the scene avoided the non-existent lip lock instantly. She continued, "Gays have enemies. They lurk in gilded closets. Outing is healthy. You are either with us or against us. You decide. Today." Not only that, but this insider is also throwing some serious shade at Jada, hinting at some scandalous details about her preferences. But the drama doesn't end there, because Tisha Campbell has been spilling tea left and right, alleging that Will Smith was involved in some shady dealings with her male dancers. She specifically called him out, saying, "How about worry about your daughter being in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worry about your cheating husband sleeping with one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?
How about worry about your daughter in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend on the internet? How about worry about that? How about worry about your husband my male dancers, when they didn't want to? How about talk about that?"
Given the close relationship between Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, it definitely raises eyebrows that they haven't been more open about their friendship, especially with all the rumors swirling from social media and other sources. So, the big question is, will the speculation about Will and Dwayne ever die down? Adding to the drama, comedian Bert Kreischer chimed in, sharing a story during an interview with Vlad TV about an audition he got through Will's company. He recounted a pretty awkward encounter with Will that only added more fuel to the fire of this ongoing discussion.
And he liked me. He liked me. He was like, "Let's go see a movie." I was like, okay.
Bert also mentioned that Will extended an invitation to watch a movie, but his father cautioned him, suggesting that Will probably had alternate arrangements.
And he was like, "Oh, buddy. He's trying to
Bert went on to say that many prominent male figures in Hollywood have fantasies about going back to their younger years. This brings us to Diddy, who's been linked to some of these claims as well. Like Will, Diddy has faced ongoing allegations about his behavior. One troubling aspect of these allegations involves a particular circle within his entourage, where he supposedly introduces his young musicians to unsettling practices with Portuguese origins. It's a really concerning notion that adds another layer of drama to the whole situation.
The thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's.
While there hasn't been any direct confirmation about Will Smith's purported engagement with any of these individuals, the persistent conversations surrounding this subject underscore its notable presence within public discourse. This revelation attracted the audience, and one of them said, "People assume that a celebrity wife does not know that her husband is gay and that he is on the DL. But I feel that in most cases, the wife knows, is gay herself, which then makes an agreement to enter into a Lavender marriage for business reasons. For me, Reynolds, Lively, Wade, Union, Smith, Pinkett, Cruz, Holmes, Urban, Kidman, Jay-Z, Beyonce, etc., etc." Another one added, "It all makes sense because if their marriage has been done for the past 10, 15 years, then him being gay might be a reason why, and she knows she has to protect the bag. So she's definitely not going to say anything during those times. But now she's kind of hinting it because she knows she still wants that bag for the future, so she doesn't want to mess that up." Jaguar Wright also just threw some major shade Will's way, straight up calling him out for being a total creep. She alleges that young dudes have been fleeing from his mentorship program like it's the end of the world. According to Jaguar, Will has been getting involved in some seriously shady affairs with young men in the industry, all under the guise of mentoring them. And guess what? Diddy's name keeps popping up in this mess too.
Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Brysher Gray himself claims that his career was on the upswing until he crossed paths with Will Smith. And let's be honest, given Smith's history with both men and women, it's not all that surprising. So when whispers started circulating about a possible connection between them, Gray's career took a nosedive. Now, with Will and Jada embracing this whole open relationship vibe, where they're open to talking about feelings with anyone, it wouldn't be shocking if Gray was one of Will's romantic interests.
I was with my man Charlie Mack, so Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo, so Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So
to further confirm this, Jaguar has been pulling back the curtain on the Smith household, painting a picture that's far from the perfect family facade we all know. Behind closed doors, there are secret parties, shady characters coming and going, and whispers of some seriously sketchy stuff happening. And their poor kids, they're right in the thick of it all. Now, there's also some speculation about Jaden Smith. Recent reports suggest that he and Justin Bieber might be getting closer to coming out as a possible couple. The two have known each other since childhood, but they've been seen getting even more cozy lately. Most recently, they were both at Coachella, where a fan caught some footage of them interacting. In the video, when neither man knew the camera was rolling, they acted in a way that shocked onlookers. You can see Jaden walking behind Justin and grinding on him, which made Justin turn around and smile when he realized what was happening. Then, Justin seems to lean in and kiss Jaden on the neck. As you'd expect, the video had everyone buzzing on social media, and the reactions were all over the place. One person chimed in about Justin saying, "No, but why are they all up on each other like that in the beginning? Doesn't he have a wife at home?" And then there's the dynamic between Will and Jaden. Contrary to the image of Will as just a typical dad giving his son a sweet peck on the cheek, their relationship seems to go way beyond that. Will has been seen planting kisses on Jaden's lips multiple times, which has definitely raised some eyebrows. While some people might brush it off as innocent fatherly love, others are starting to wonder if there's something deeper going on. Speculations are swirling about what these displays of affection could really mean, leaving fans questioning the nature of their bond.
That shit we saw on Red Table Talk, that was G rated. That was G rated shit.
What I will say that I do know about the Smiths.
The public reaction to Will Smith's affectionate behavior has sparked discomfort among some of his fans. Many people criticized him for what they perceived as making Jaden uneasy by frequently planting kisses on his lips. Despite the growing scrutiny, Will has consistently denied any insinuations of impropriety, insisting that his gestures haven't caused Jaden any discomfort. On this matter, one person commented, "That's disgusting. No one kisses their kids on the mouth like that, especially when the kids are teenagers. I can't believe people are cheering this kind of behavior." But it looks like Jaguar isn't holding back when it comes to Jada's parenting skills. She's accusing Jada of turning a blind eye to what's going on with Jaden, despite knowing the truth.
Don't be bad at everything.
Yeah.
You was an all-right actress, you was a terrible wife, you was a bad mother.
Not only this, she is also seemingly confirming Dwayne Martin's story as well.
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story, that could have happened?
Of course, everybody know that shit. Everybody knew they was f***ing, just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Pound Town.
Furthermore, YouTuber Trisha Paytas made allegations against Will Smith, claiming that he intentionally caused harm to her male dancers. She specifically said, "How about worry about your daughter being in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worry about your effing cheating husband effing one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?" It looks like Will might have taken a page from Quincy Jones's playbook. Recent revelations suggest that Quincy doesn't exactly fit into traditional ideas of SO. There have been some shocking allegations that he had a hand in influencing the preferences of high-profile figures like Will Smith and Tupac, hinting at a significant connection to the LGBTQ+ community. And who could forget that memorable interview with Tupac? It was a game changer when he called out Quincy's questionable motives, shedding light on the complexities of their relationships.
Yeah, I think them rumors about Quincy Jones and all that crazy stuff about Pop was definitely rumors.
Remarkably, he has not hesitated to unveil the hidden aspects and missteps of several celebrity associates. In a moment that startled many, Quincy Jones confided in an interview with Vulture magazine, laying bare the unexpected truth that individuals such as James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, and Marvin Gaye were queer. Here's what he had to say about Marlon Brando. "He was the most charming MF you ever met. He'd F anything. He'd F a mailbox." James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye. Reports have emerged alleging that Quincy had engaged in a series of intimate liaisons with individuals, even when he was 70 years old. These allegations insinuate that Quincy had kept his interest in the same gender hidden for many years and might have held a role as a guardian of sorts for men within the realm of the entertainment industry. However, Will Smith is shutting down rumors that he was caught getting it on with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actor Dwayne Martin. But his alleged past relationships and revelations are pointing to something different. That's all for today. Catch you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.